What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title's going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. It says right here, New York City is falling hard and fast. Says Mandani appointed Stanley Richards as commissioner of New York City Department of Corrections, which is completely insane when I seen this. I'm not gonna lie. It says Richards is an ex-inmate. An ex-con will be running the prisons. What could go wrong? Let me tell y'all something. When I seen this, I look at the simple fact. I see a little bit, and I know I don't want nobody mad at me when I say this. I see a little bit of why, and I just let me finish, and then I'll give y'all the reason on why. I see the reason. I see the what he thinks would have happened. You know, you look at the fact that you have this individual that has been through the system, we see it all the time, with different individuals that's been through the system and, they're trying to change their life. And then you have an individual, and usually you see this kind of stuff on TV. That's what I say. You kind of see this stuff on TV, and you have Zoran, and he's looking at the simple fact, okay, well, we have this individual. He knows how these individuals think. He knows this. He's fixed himself, this, that, and other. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Just because I say that I see where he's going with this doesn't mean that I agree with it. I don't agree with it for the simple fact that I just truly think it doesn't work. Just what's to say, being a commissioner of the New York City Department of Corrections, just to say of him being through the system of what, just thinking of, his mindset of what they actually deserve and what they actually, he doesn't deserve this and he doesn't, it's one of those things. He shouldn't be in this position at the end of the day. Zoran already shouldn't be in this position at the end of the day. But you have those New Yorkers that voted for him. But at the same time, like I said, just because I say I see where he trying to go with this doesn't mean that I truly agree. I do not agree with this whatsoever. You already have so many things that I have to go over tonight, about, Zoran Mandani and about New York City. But this is like, it just keeps getting worse. It truly, truly keeps getting worse. And he's not doing anything but making himself and New York City just look completely terrible. But that's exactly what he's doing. And it's sad that he's doing it. I'm not even gonna lie. It says Zoran Mandani taps a former inmate to help run New York City's jail system. Stanley Richards, once held at Rikers for robbery, is now being handed real power. That is actually, like, me even saying that is a scary, scary thing. Check it out.
Stanley will make history in this role as the first ever formerly incarcerated person to serve as commissioner. That achievement is not merely symbolic. It is a testament to the thought and leadership he will bring to every member of corrections staff and incarcerated New Yorkers underneath his purview. And as the former first deputy commissioner for the DOC and the executive vice president of the Fortune Society, that work has long been Stanley's purpose.
When we provide support, when we center our collective work on hope instead of fear, when we see what is best in all of us, instead of judging people on the worst thing that they've ever done, when we see our commonality as opposed to our...
That right there just goes to show you why you shouldn't be in this position. This is obviously my first time hearing this, but just this statement right here.
Us. Instead of judging people on the worst thing that they've ever done.
Instead of judging people on the worst thing they've ever done, regardless of what it is, I truly, truly feel, and this, and again, I'm a child of God. And one thing about it is that, it's that sense of not judging, but it's also that sense of protecting your community and watching, and doing a lot. I truly don't agree with them letting horrible individuals, out. They've been doing it in Minnesota. And clearly that's what they want here. You have so many people that are truly doing horrible things. Not only to, adult individuals, but to children. not only U.S. citizens doing these, these things, and that's in the system, but you have illegal aliens. So it's truly, truly a bad look on Zoran Mandani for doing this, and it's very, very scary that they're doing this. Regardless, of whoever they're letting out, whatever they're doing within this. I truly don't agree with it. I truly don't agree with it. It's definitely sad that they're doing this. You obviously see it's a big, big change when it comes to New York City, and it's truly scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's truly scary for the individuals that didn't vote for Zoran Mandani. I know a lot of people are in the comments and saying, "Oh well, those people should move and those people should trust and believe." People don't have it like that. To be able to move and to be able to leave where they're at, and they have to deal with an individual and other individuals. That just look at him. It's completely sad and completely messed up. I'll tell you that. Like I said, it has gotten worse. New Yorkers are fuming because Mandani ain't delivering or on anything of the free things he's promised. Different word here. So says this TikToker goes up to New York City bus driver and asks, "I thought the fares were free. Since Mandani won." Check out what this bus driver says, y'all.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question. So I saw on the bus it said, and I see the sign that says fares required. I thought the buses were supposed to be free now because, Mamdani just won.
That's funny. That's a good one.
When does that start?
That's never going to stop.
Never going to happen?
That was fucking
All right, well, I want to say I appreciate what you do, my guy.
funny.
All right, have a good one, my guy. Listen, you are the heart and soul, the backbone of New York. Stay safe.
I don't care if you come off for free. I got you.
W man, thank you, bro. Have a good one.
I've been doing free buses before, Mandami. I'm the man.
Yes, sir. All right, you got to run for the next election. I'll vote for you. Have a good one.
That's lit. I love people like that, though. I love people like that. Like I said, I don't know if y'all seen my one video that I had out, and I talked about me working at McDonald's when I was 16. And I actually worked at McDonald's. I'm not Kamala. But I worked I worked at McDonald's, and I think I worked at McDonald's for like 2 years. But I would give out free stuff, and I actually got in trouble. I got written up for it a couple times. And at times I ain't gonna say that I was that person that always look out for his friends and stuff like that. I would honestly look out for people that was in need a little bit. You know what I mean? Like people that actually needed something, because regardless, there's people that actually go through things. And I think I have this gift. I'm not gonna lie. I have this gift sometimes when I actually know somebody is going through something. You can just tell by their energy and by how, I don't know. People may not believe it, but I truly do. I can just tell by a person's energy and their demeanor on how they're acting, and I can just tell, okay, well, you take this, and I literally get in trouble for it. So I definitely, mess with the simple fact that this guy, he said he's been doing it, giving out those free bus rides before Mandani. But you literally have it right here. It says driver lives. That's funny. That's never gonna happen. But he joked and said that, he's obviously gave out those free bus rides before, and I truly love that. It's definitely lit that you still have great individuals out in the world that is doing nice for people that truly don't have it, because regardless, there are people that truly don't have it. Regardless of what Zoran Mandani is lying about. I don't know. It's just it's like every post I see about Zoran Mandani or New York, it's it's getting bad and worse. This is Michael Rappaport. Pretty sure this guy is a comedian, if I'm not mistaken. He's an actor, comedian. I hope I said his name right. Y'all know I don't like getting people's name wrong, regardless of whoever you are, because I had to grow up with that. But he posted and said, "Why aren't the hot girls for Zoran out supporting the mayor and shoveling this slop? It's over a week now." So not only do you have Zoran Mandani, appointing individual that spent time in Rikers and in and out of the jail system, or, you know, you obviously have them lying about everything about it's being free, but you truly have this snow problem that a lot of people are complaining about. Not only the snow problem, but the trash problem as well. People are saying now that I guess, and I'm not too sure on this, but they said this Michael Rappaport individual, I guess he was supporting Mondani, or he was supporting. Now he's turned, and now every individual that has supported Mondani has turned on him. It says right here, looks like Mondani has started the rapid descent of New York City into a third world country. It has taken him less than 1 month to turn it to a garbage dump. I don't know if y'all also seen, you know, the individuals that were really taken over. I guess they were praying in the parks and playing loud. I don't know if it was loud music. I don't really know what they call it, but it just took a complete turn. When I see New York City, I always wanted to go to New York City. I've never been. When I see New York City, I just see I don't know. I used to see like happiness. I always see happiness. I would see different spots where they play basketball. That's, you know, I obviously love basketball, you know, and I would see, you know, people, you know, and just enjoying just a beautiful view. But now I see that New York City is completely like trashed. I'm not gonna lie. Check it out right here.
Look at this. This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty hole. Look at this. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. This guy, call your insurance company. Look at this dirt. Where's the mayor to clean this up? They got garbage everywhere, dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mandami? Look at this. You know how many people fall, break their ankles? Look at this. This is New York. Start spreading the news. And this is on the Upper East Side. 3 minutes from where the mayor lives. Look at this guy. Look at this.
What did he say 3 minutes from where the mayor lives?
Guy. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's never getting. Look at this. Look at this. It's the reality of New York City. 1 month. Where's the salt? Where's the shovels? Where's the plows? Bullshit, fake.
Well, I mean, this is what happens when, you know, somebody said it's what Rappaport voted for. So, like said, I guess that getting what they voted for says, why don't New Yorkers who voted for Mondani collectively shovel snow and pick up trash? I actually seen a video of individuals standing around with shovels. They weren't doing anything. But I guess this individual, this Michael, he actually voted. He supported Mondani, is what, you know, it said. I'm not, you know, again, 100% sure on that, but, you know, he definitely seems, you know, pretty mad, you know, about that. And that's the thing. I feel like so many people have stated on how bad it would be, but now they're seeing, you know. I feel like they seen even before, you know, and I don't know if they didn't believe it or if they just, oh, yeah, well, he's going to do this and he's going to do that. I don't know what they were thinking, but obviously you see that it's not working. Not only is this Michael Rappaport mad, but you also have other individuals that are mad.
Mayor Mondani, the Bronx is horrible. It's a mess over here. You can't get to all streets, but you need to get to some over here in the Bronx. It's a mess. Mayor Mondani.
I think it's funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's funny for the simple fact, and I obviously don't think it's funny for the individuals, again, that didn't vote for Mondani, because it is sad. But I definitely think it's funny for the individuals that have voted and supported Mondani, and now everyone is mad about it. Everyone's mad about it. It truly shows. One thing about this, and I felt bad even, you know, even watching some of this video. One thing about it, I almost all the time pray for the homeless. You literally have here, it says Manhattan, East 60th Street, and 2nd Avenue. New York City is freezing live, while New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani pretends everything is under control. Homeless people are literally freezing for warmth over steam manholes for survival. Since the beginning of the snowstorm, at least 14 people have passed away from the cold. We are 8 days after the blizzard, and the streets are buried in snow. Garbage is rotten in frozen piles. Literally, the sidewalks are horrible. Entire blocks look abandoned. And said looks like the city just gave up. Says this isn't a storm anymore. It's neglect. And at the top, a mayor with no plan. Says Zohran Mamdani refuses to use every tool available, including New York Police Department news support, because of, again, it's Mamdani. I mean, it's nothing. It's Mamdani. You can call him all the names you want. You say Mamdani, everybody knows, what and who he is. Truly sad.
You saw in the news earlier they said
Y'all see it?
Bodies. Yeah. It's so sad. And let me tell you, to talk about.
Hey, and let me explain something to y'all right quick. I know everybody's not capable, and I do hear a woman talk, women, speaking. And I have to say this because I know somebody's going to say it in the comments, and I completely agree with you in a sense. Again, this is a man. There's women speak. I know there's women that's, I'm strong and I'm this, it's still a man, that's over that. So instead of recording, if it's any men that's around the area, that's around those women, help them. Help them. That's truly how I feel. If I seen an individual standing over there, I almost said the wrong word. Forget recording them. Help them. Regardless to whatever that is. Maybe a day, in a motel or a hotel, something with heat. I mean, what? You spend $40, $50. You have so many people that bet now, that do bets. On these different sites, spend $25, $30. What's it to you to help somebody out, and go pay, a motel? If I seen this, I definitely would. I mean, why not? Why not? It doesn't matter, what this individual, when it comes down to it, when there's drugs involved, alcohol involved, regardless, you see that this person is struggling, this person is cold. Why not? Why not help them out? I feel like this when it comes down to individuals now, I feel like so many people are so quick to record instead of helping an individual. Individual can literally, it can be life-threatening, and people whip out their phones instead of helping. And that's one thing that's sad. One thing about it, though, is that I definitely love, the simple fact that people definitely, in a sense, how can I say this? I truly feel that people have to get it together. People have to get it together. People actually have to see, what's truly real and what's going on. I don't want to make this like a whole thing, about this, but I truly feel as if, with this, and I'm glad, that, we've been able to see this, to see how bad it is, because again, it's just one of those things. Definitely, show that there's an individual that's out here that's standing over this, of course, so we can see and so other people can see that are sitting there supporting Mamdani. But at the same time, I definitely pray that they help this individual. I definitely do, because it's definitely sad. Definitely sad. Not even gonna lie. You have it here. It says this from New York Post, says New York City, the toll of the passing climbs to 16. With 13 from hypothermia. It's pretty messed up. I'll tell you that. Definitely pretty messed up. One thing about it, though, people have turned on Mamdani, his own voters. Not only do you hear individuals say, we know about your mom, and again, I'm sure most of y'all know about that, and if y'all don't, I will show y'all, pretty sure in the next clip. But they obviously are tired of the lies that he has to give. Check it out.
That's right. We know about your mom. Now listen. We was with you, Zoran. We voted for you, Zoran. We advocated for you, Zoran. We advocated for you. You ain't getting up. Get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zoran. Shame, Zoran.
Shame! Shame!
The first lie was CCRB, Zoran.
Shame!
CCRB had the final say, Zoran. That's right.
There you
We
have
know
it.
about your
So when it comes down to it, to Zoran, says Mamdani political career at stake. Source claims New York Mayor Zoran Mamdani is Epstein's, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely wild. I have to watch what I say, I guess. I have to watch what I say, but being a son is wild. Said his mother should come out and explain the dark truth. And people are asking. People are wondering. I'm not gonna lie. People are definitely wondering. Just check it out right here.
Zoran Mamdani's mom's name shows up in the Epstein files, and the collective left, the progressives, the propagandists, and the liars in the media who have been using the Epstein files to try to destroy the Trump administration since he took office back in January don't care. It's a pretty good indication that they never really cared about what's actually in the files or the victims. They just wanted something they could beat Trump up with. Wait a second, Patriot Dad. Are you telling me that Zoran Mamdani's mom's name is in the Epstein files? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Zoran Mamdani's mother is a film director by the name of Mira Nair. And yes, Mira Nair's name is showing up in the Epstein files. So I decided to take a screen recording of her route so you can actually see the document itself. And in this document, you'll see Peggy Siegel is emailing Jeffrey Epstein. And she says, I just left Ghislaine Maxwell's townhouse. After party for a film. Bill Clinton and Jeff Bezos and Gene Peruzzi and director Mira Nair are in attendance. This Mira Nair, Zoran Mamdani's mother, held an after party for a movie that she directed at Ghislaine Maxwell's townhouse back in 2009. And I'll remind you, 2009 is not that long after Jeffrey Epstein accepted a plea deal for the things that he was doing to underage girls down in southern Florida, in which Ghislaine Maxwell was named as a conspirator in that case. So these people, Mira Nair, Bill Clinton, Jeff Bezos, and everyone else that was there for this after party, they knew that when they were hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell, who, by the way, was one of the best friends and business partners and everything else of Jeffrey Epstein. Question for you. Why would Mira Nair be associated with that circle of people going all the way back to 2009? And another question for you. How is it possible that somebody who is hanging out with the Epstein orbit with Ghislaine Maxwell, her son ends up as the mayor of New York City?
Exactly. Seems like he's, playing it there. Pretty wild. One thing about it, and this isn't all of them, says no country can survive being ruled by people who hate it. And you definitely can tell just by how these individuals move that they don't care about America. I mean, you clearly see the things that come out of their mouth. They truly don't care. And you have individuals that clearly want, to tear things down. You truly want to tear things down. And just even going over this whole Epstein thing and just seeing how things are, I mean, is this, an individual who will want that, to get, planted? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.